Okay, starting streaming, testing that you get a thing and a whatnot.
That's working.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we've got something coming through. I'll find out soon if it's any use.
Well, states. Okay, there's the small problem currently that what my computer thinks is mirroring screen does not in fact mirror the screen.
Right. We have video, we have good sound.
Anything you don't have is it actually displaying CK3 here in the studio, as it were, but that's... I mean, the worst comes to the worst, you can watch the stream and listen to me bubbling live. Right, so I can try and continue with the game that I was in, which I think was a pagan game trying to create the empire of all the Russias.
Right.
In which case, I definitely need BGH21 to look stuff up for me, because I can't remember anything about how any of this works.
If the TV is not going to be able to show anything but a fixed image of the wrong thing, we might as well turn it off.
That's true, we can unplug that. And then my laptop can be confused all by itself. Excuse me, I just now need to...
No, I can't move that mouse pointer.
Are you seeing an actual moving
I'm-
screen of the game?
I haven't actually tuned in yet.
Hang on, there needs to be...
It might be
Actually, can you plug me back in? Because that screwed up my display, but just turn the TV off, because...
Well, unless of course it suddenly starts working now.
Ha ha ha. I mean, come on, it's a computer. What do you think's going to happen? Nope. Right. Just turn the TV off. Because it screws up CK2 on this display for reasons that I don't understand, but are entirely made out of budgies.
Okay. So you that all left plugged in?
Yes, just go with it, okay? Or, rather than try and work out what the hell is going on with High Chief Kunos the something, ... I can try a new game and try for a different new ludicrousness. Anyone got any strong opinions before I press the continue button?
I don't really have much opinion.
I can't remember what the previous game was anyway.
I don't think we know. I don't think we've
No.
seen any of it.
I don't think you have. Or if you have, it was a
Bertie's diving
long
into
time ago.
Whatever she's been up to heretofore. We have got this stream set to ultra low latency, but it doesn't seem to help very much.
No.
Well...
Not down at Twitch latencies anyway.
Right, so, okay. I'm at war with the King of Königarthur. I am High Chief Kunos of the Frantic of Lithuania. I am a remover pagan and tribal, which I believe gives me all kinds of interesting things that allow me to translate piety or prestige into troops. If only I could remember any of the mechanisms.
Right. Oh God, it's a long time since I played tribal, because it's quite fiddly playing tribal as
Yes.
a Christian, because there are very few Christian tribal rulers.
Yes.
Yes.
I can see the county of Minsk and Pinsk here. I hope you have friends there.
That's a very
Yes.
good question.
She certainly has friends in Minsk. Yes, Minsk. That looks like that olive green patch is Verity's territory. Oh no, it's got some clouds over it. Where is your territory? Oh, your territory is that one, right?
My territory is this bit up here, and I'm invading some of Königarthur.
Right. Okay. So
I'm not-
yes, tribal rulers have a bunch of decisions, I think, that are useful for getting magical armies that you get by spending prestige, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Okay, maybe that there don't seem to be any there.
No.
I may actually have to remember how this works then.
Yeah. I'm not... religion... societies, factions... Right, so
yeah, I think the things you can upgrade your capital and such like with are all powered by mostly powered by prestige rather than money.
which is good because I don't have any of either prestige
your
or
tribal
money.
vassals you call to war as though they were allies. And yes, I thought there was... So there's some kind of system of tribal retinues which you might have. And yes, of course, you have all sorts of raiding technologies.
Oh, good lord. So,
I thought there were a bunch of interesting decisions that, like, summoned a large quantity of event troops. Without Legacy of Rome, they can purchase event troops. With Legacy of Rome, they instead get, which is what I knew about, yes, because I've only played without Legacy of Rome. So if you don't have Legacy of Rome, you get Raised Tribal Army and Raised Defensive Army. And Raised Tribal Army in particular costs you 500 prestige and gets you 2,500 troops, which is brilliant as a small tribal ruler. You can instead hire tribal exclusive retinues which cost prestige instead of gold. So I think those operate through the retinues.
yeah, which I've just got, about. Which has got me like 3 people and their pet hamster.
Yeah, I have no idea how retinues work.
And I've pressed like all of these buttons on the Get Me Plus thing, and I've pressed the Retinues Reinforce at Maximum Speed button.
Is this burning your rather small amount of prestige?
It's burning some of my rather small amount of prestige, but...
Be aware that I see your video like 10 seconds delayed. Fun. Okay, no, more like 5 seconds, I think. So...
Right.
Oh, you get rally points as well.
I do, but first of all...
These fancy things that you get if you pay for them.
First of all, I need to get this lot out of Shattered Retreat. Right, there you are. Glue you back together. Let's send you over there. So, right, which bit am I going for? I know it's Subjugation War. I can't remember what a Subjugation War is, but maybe this is something that can be looked up for me while... Actually, you know what? You're moving over there as if to meet that lot, so you know what? I think I want to be over here besieging something else.
Pagans accept Hellenics with either tribal or elective tribal government or elective Gavelkind succession may target all land in a de jure kingdom held by another pagan. On success, all holdings are vassalised or seized, and the top-level non-titular titles, as it were, are seized if they are of equal or higher rank than the invader's top title. The conqueror gets an opinion bonus from vassals he subjugates. So it's kind of like a holy war, except not holy and at kingdom level rather than duchy level. So it's kind of like a holy war and kind of like a crusade. Reformed pagans lose this Casus Belli and are also protected from it, except from attacks from the unreformed version of their own religion. The truce only lasts 1 year, but a character may only lose this Casus Belli once in their lifespan, except with the become king ambition.
Still not king.
I
Don't know if
have
you've got
become King of Lithuania ambition,
Right.
which
In which case you can use unlimited usage within your capital's de jure kingdom. So you can subjugate anyone in presumably Lithuania.
yeah, well, in de jure Lithuania.
If a character is already being targeted in a subjugation war, it invalidates the character as a target for another subjugation war.
My prisoner, Ingibjord Geirsdottir, escaped from her cell in the night. She had outside help. One of the guards might never break from the blow from her head. His head, rather. Alright. Let me just wear military. Where's mercenaries? Is there anyone that is theoretically possible to hire? Okay. The smuggler's ring in thing is destroyed. Right, that's nice. Right, you lot. Why are you still? Okay, your movement not. I didn't get there quite quickly enough. Right, 1.2 fort. Doof, doof, doof. So I just have the very small problem that I can't possibly hire anyone worth hiring. Right, Councillor. Chiswick, fresh Chancellor. Right, well, since I am a pagan in the year 885, someone who has 14 diplomacy is the best that I can do. Ooh, I can call in my allies. Right. Allies, vassals. Right, thanks. Yes. No one likes me. You're my nephew. Illegitimate nephew. Assign guardian. Okay, let's give him to my sister. Arrange a betrothal. Ooh, excellent. Someone who's squashing the people that I'm at war with.
Oh, nice. Probably.
Oh God, see, I need to give you childhood focus, don't I?
Well, if you are going to go play with all the DLCs...
Yeah, I just, am suffering from... my courtier is dead. Let's get drunk. Oh yeah, my concubine. I've got concubines. Right, who are you? No, let's be friends. Let's not take the penalty hit of someone important not liking stuff. Who are you? Oh, you're my daughter. You're actually important. So, you've got a guardian. You don't have a betrothal. Obviously, I think it's great to betroth you to whomever that guy is. And you need a childhood focus. So, diplomacy. Let's try and make you extra stewardy. So 4%, excellent, 4% war score. Ah, right, yes, I've... right, I'm not sure I understand what's going on there at all. The Confessions of St. Augustine. Right, let's read the book and try and improve my learning. Why am I trying to improve my learning?
Probably because it's terrible.
Well, I've got a theology focus because, yes, my learning is improved. I've got 2 whole learning. Well, 2 whole extra learning, so 5 learning in total. It's like it's magic. Right, let's... Right. Okay. Yes, I knew there aren't enough people to turn that into a siege. I'm waiting for the rest of my army to turn up. Right, now I can glue my armies together and sit them down in front of this thing. Right, my vassals still hate me. Why do they hate me? I'm a foreigner, short range.
What did St. Augustine confess to doing? Anything juicy?
Well, exactly what St. Augustine has always confessed to doing. This is a book that's 1600 years old. I have a copy of it in this house. I mean, I read it 25 years ago. I don't remember.
Pretty late, then you can't find anyone else.
Indeed. Yes, well, it's impossible for me to have read it more than about 40 years ago, because I couldn't read that, before then, and also it's really boring. Have you read it? No. Next question.
Point. That's why we were hoping for a summary.
Well, it's quite a long book and it's very theological. He confesses to, having sexual desires and stuff, but going, I have become a priest, aren't I noble? Act.
Oh, so actually it's a kind of, I'm not quite sure humble brag is the right term, but...
It's something like that, yes.
That kind of confession.
A grumble hag.
It's a snoozle stoat, I think, is what we're looking for here. Right, so if I take you across the river there. Can I? Right, well, let's sit down and make sure that I will be the thing. Well, at least I've got better commanders. In hiding. Let's deal with listlessness by ignoring it, because that's the only thing I can do. Like if I had... anyone that had any skills at all here? Oh good, lost that battle again. Hooray, I really don't quite know what to do about this.
Have you gone and got yourself into too difficult a war?
I might have done.
Have you considered a white peace? Are you allowed a white peace? Is it too late for a white peace?
Let's try that.
I presume you've got all your vassal allies involved.
Well, my vassal allies were, since I had a popularity of minus 51, what my vassal allies were saying basically was fuck off.
Right. Yeah, you do kind of need to keep your vassals on side.
Yes, well, I think at the point where I started this war, they didn't hate me quite so much. I think there may have been there was a crucial death, I think, so...
I'm sure.
Gaudimanti sounds like a silly name, so let's go with that.
Someone at the Olympics yesterday was saying something was wicked. And I thought, young people in this decade are still saying wicked. That lasted a long time.
Was it the young person?
It was an Olympic athlete.
Okay, well, it wasn't one of our age commentators talking about the youth of today doing skateboarding.
No, it was, Olympic athletes, so not actually 13, but...
It may have gone around to come back in again.
Anyway.
You know, cool is still used, but cool wasn't cool for a while.
So, I can worship the ancestors, which comes with a certain amount of things, and I can hold a great tribal festival. So first of all, I'm going to sacrifice to the ancestors. Now with this DLC, this is quite drastic, in that mostly you ask your god for something and then you have to cut off a body part. If you get to lose enough body parts, you get a huge amount of pagan cred and everybody loves you. Provided this is after you've, become King Thingy, the toothless, armless, completely armless, and legless, then
Dangerous, deadly, elite. No, hang on.
then you also hope that in doing so you didn't catch a major infection and die. Right. I want you to guide my sword in battle, because clearly I can't do this very well yet. Right, what do I give them in return? So, if I give them one of my body parts, I get 100 piety. I can slaughter one of my prisoners to get piety. I can give them a feast or an idol. But as I say, you get a lot more boost and a lot more everything by going for the high risk, high squelch option. Alright. And while I'm recovering, let's hold a great tribal festival. Also, let's unpause, because otherwise this army is going to take bloody ever to get home. Right, how do I disband my retinues?
Once you've disbanded the main team, then you can disband it.
Right, let's disband retinues. Right, well, one of my people has said that they're happy to... Ooh, two of them. Right, okay, so who are my vassals? We have the Chief of Riga and the Chief of Tukums. So you don't like me, short reign, foreigner, title claimant, liege's cruel, and religious differences. Because there's... Alright, he's Semensko. Of course, I can't ask him to convert because he's a kid. Is that the same one or is
Might
that
be able
the
to
other
ask
one?
to teach him. Can you do that?
Maybe.
Or do you also get such a vicious penalty that they won't be willing to try that?
Nope. I'll check for the other one as
Presumably
well.
You haven't conveniently got the ability to convert to their religion in some way.
Well, I don't want to convert to their religion because there are benefits to being and staying remover to the bit where I have to try and form the Empire of the Rus.
Right.
Also about the set of people I can attack, I think. So, festivities. Prepare myself so I can go hunting, which decreases my stewardship but increases my health. Study our own things, which also squonks stewardship but improves my learning and might make me stressed. Breastcraft stout means even less gold. Oh, I don't need to worry about anything. Let's go for old legends because increasing my learning. Young Marina has finished her education in the ways of war. It turned out less well than expected. Well, she turned out to be a misguided warrior. Also, she appears to be imprisoned. Who are you, anyway? Someone. Let's just check you're not my daughter or anything. No, good, right. Welcome everybody. Improved tax, improved revolt risk, but chances of us all dying of plague goes up. An old merchant has set up a large stand in the middle of Vilnius this year, selling all sorts of amulets and trinkets to use at the end of the festival as offering to the gods of our ancestors. I wonder if I should buy something to burn myself. So I can get 25 gold for rare trinkets.
Steph asks, what's the likelihood of dying from cutting whatever it was off?
That is not particularly clear. I mean, I've got the severely injured penalties, which includes the health penalty. So, plus, of course, you end up with penalties to your wombat skill for whatever reason. So, or I can spend 16.2 gold, which gets me half the monthly piety and 2/3 of the things. 10 gold. Go on, money is not my problem at the moment. Marry. Right. Yeah, my brother can get married to whoever you are. That's nice. So me. That's me. What can I do to upgrade? That requires 150 piety. Yeah. That requires 100 prestige. That requires 100 prestige. Right, let's burn some prestige on building more warriors. How is my warrior count doing at the moment? My vassals are slowly, improving because the short reign penalty is going away. One of my soldiers is impressive. That's nice. Do I have any gaps in my commanders or anything? Can I replace you? Let's relieve that commander. And see if I've got... Yes, you're definitely my new favourite commander. Right, so can I improve the thing of champion, a great honour? Well, let's make you master of the blade. Let's leave that for the moment. Venerable elders. Right, let's connect you to honourable elders. court tutor. You are my sister. Right. So I can found a new kingdom as soon as I can assemble 300 gold together. The eating contest. Who betrothed can marry Palamon, my son, and thingy. Right. I should join the eating contest because I'm malnourished, and hopefully this will improve things. Right, so I have an unlanded son. Do I have anything that I can give him? Yeah. Right. You are my new chief. Righteous imprisonment. Who are you? Why are you... How can I find out why I want to imprison this person?
It says at the bottom of the imprison page, since we have evidence that Blurch is the leader of a plot, no one will
Okay,
get.
right.
I think that's what that means.
Right, okay, so
It
that's...
means that there is someone you can imprison without penalty.
Yoink.
Whether this is a good plan or not is a completely different matter.
It means I've lost my marshal in a freak accident.
You mean you've just imprisoned your marshal?
Might have done. That's fine, let's...
Well, the fact that the person you imprisoned had 20... you can always ransom your marshal and then reappoint them.
Well, what I probably want to do is ransom him and then reappoint him as a...
Okay, yeah, you found someone with more marshals, so...
Yeah.
Yes.
Out. Oh, I can't ransom him. I can release him. Oh, let's try and ransom you. Because that would be handy. Well, let's leave that for a bit and see what happens. Tribal Festival. A long line of tribesmen sit one next to each other. What? Slamming their fists on the...
Translation from the Swedish.
Slamming their fists on the table and loudly inciting the few contenders to eat faster as servants move back and forward to bring more food and take away empty plates. I phase out for a moment and then go back to my meal. Let the best man win. Only one man left standing. Mufkoldas. This man deserves a prize. I can give him 25 gold and he's very happy or not. Well, let's be silly and not have any gold. Finally, it is time to burn out offerings to the old gods and pray they will protect us in the years to come. A long moment of silence shrouds Vilnius as the smoke rises to the nightly sky. Then the shamans lead us in a sober hymn, concluding the ceremony. I feel that hymn is entirely the wrong word here, but anyway. Glory to Perkunas! 2% moral authority for some years. Ooh, thank you. I will take your money for ransoming thingy. Right, so... let's release you from prison. And let's appoint you as commander. And you're probably going to be slightly pissed off with me. Oh, he's zealous. Well, you're my commander. Right, so how am I doing for troops? Right, my demesne levies are still quite squashed. I'm not severely injured anymore. Hooray! So my personal wombat skill is only -6. And you found someone of great martial talent. That's nice. So I still have the theology focus, which is probably what I want. My heir is Chief Palamon. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Chiswick, fresh Chancellor. I can make my best mate Chancellor. High Chiefdom of Lithuania. Right, to nominate successor. My son. That should work. Oh yes, we've got Agnatic Eldership as our everything.
Magnetic elbowship.
So the oldest, that means the oldest member of the dynasty takes over the kingdom each time. Which I think presumably tends to glom together multiple kingdoms if you have...
The problem is you tend to have people only being king for about 5 minutes before they snuff it, because they're approximately 300 when they ascend. Very much the King Charles mode here.
I would say the Grand Mayor of Axel.
Yeah.
That is strictly a different succession law, but one that similarly favours the old.
And thus
this directly favours the old rather than indirectly through some score which tends to go up as you get older.
Right, sometimes the niceties of diplomacy pass me by and puts me in awkward positions. However, by careful manipulations of my court, I've managed to let my courtiers take the blame when things go bad. They serve me after all. So, 2 people, I get 2 + 2 diplomacy, but 2 people don't like me, my wife and my marshal. Vitanus, my friend, gets the blame, but since he's at 100... getting him -10 for 5 years is not my biggest problem. No, but it's who am I pissing off that's more important. Chiswick, oh my god. Right. Fresh court chaplain, find characters. Religion. My religion. Search all. Join court, yes. Right, you'd like to get married. You're quite old. Can I find someone? Whoa, there's a steep. Right, let's invite you to the court. I might have to get you a new something soon, but... Hello, right. Fine. Court chaplain. Why didn't you like me? Short reign, liege's cruel. Right, well, let's try arranging you a marriage. Right, there you are. I'm sure that's going to make you very happy. Chiswick, fresh court. Oh, I needed court tutor. And a fresh court physician. Court physician, you want someone who's sort of fairly learned. Right, so where are we here? No hospital. We can't build hospitals because we're not tribal. Right, okay, we are tribal rather. Right, fine, let's go back to... You can get married. So, right, pacts. So, can I change any of these non-aggression pacts into an alliance? Political concerns. Right, now you're probably not going to want to form an alliance, are you? No. Anyone else? What about you? Okay, well, I'm slightly worried that you want to form an alliance with me. But,
I presume they're all too rich for you to be able to throw money at them. Also, you're too poor.
I am really very poor at the moment.
Or otherwise improves their opinion.
Well, I don't have any, grand gardens with booze a hole, etc.
have any artifacts. You probably don't have spare children to send to them to educate. I think that gives you like a 10-point bonus, but it does mean your child is
Yeah, but look, I have like about 18 of them.
Oh well, yeah. I think one thing you can use them for is improving other people's opinion by sending them children to educate, which for some reason they think is a good thing.
Let's try.
I may want to make sure that it's someone who is close to being willing to form an alliance.
Well, I'm going for someone who's slightly close to wanting to be an alliance. So, how is that doing on the form alliance? Oh, it's doing better. Aha, we have built our warrior gathering ground. What else can we do? Oh, we've got enough cash for an improved hill fort or a market town. Well, let's go for the traditional thing here of right. Oh, and I can get a wall and ditch. Right, let's get a wall and ditch. No, let's get a market village first, because more tax is very important. Thanks, Thunderbird, for doing that and completely squonking my CK2 thing. It's very helpful of you. So how... hooray, one of my concubines is... So vassals, how are we doing?
One of my concubines is. I thought the census was going to be missing.
Oh, that's dead. Well, you keep on desiring the High Chiefdom of Livonia, you're not going to get it. Right, you are improved. Techno Logi. Right, what Technology?
Left behind.
You are all cranking along nicely. Right, well, let's get some better cities and temples and improved noble custom, and that will probably...
Well, remember that you don't have any noble vassals at the moment.
It's kind of true, but it's feudal vassal opinion.
Yes,
so.
but you have tribal vassals.
Well, I will see if that helps in the longer run. Let's actually also just take a moment to find out what my council are doing. So you're cheering up thingy. You're organising the army, which will reduce maintenance costs. I think I want you to train troops, though. So administer realm improves things. Settle tribe. No, okay, right. Oversee construction. Build legend, right, back to administering the realm. You're studying technology in Constantinople. Also, you hate me, which is probably why I sent you to Constantinople. You are hunting apostates, proselytize, improve religious relations. Let's build zeal. I think that's probably the most useful. Oh dear, one of my fellow society members has done a thing.
Oh, what society you remember of?
The Band of Medina. We wear wolf pelts and probably howl at the moon or something. It's
Werewolf
not very
pelts.
clear. so how are we doing on the levies front? We're still a little bit squished, but let us see. You're slowly ticking up. You're ticking up a bit faster. You're ticking up okay. Right. So I can go in hiding, but that does squash things. Let's worry a bit less than this. How credible is my air? It's kind of uninspiring, but then so am I. Chiswick, fresh child. I suppose if I give them another child, they're not going to feel any nicer towards me, are they?
I don't know. I mean, I think
Let's give it a go.
the message should tell you. That looks, from that thing, as though the difference is rather large. But
It was 10.
Oh no, I meant the amount, the offset. Sorry, remember I'm a few seconds behind. The distance by which you can't get an alliance. But maybe you've got enough children if you do actually get 10 by each one.
It's true.
I mean, you can check it afterwards. Maybe you can just dispatch like 15 children off to the same person and get them to love you.
It's possible. Right, so you think that I can press a weak claim. On you. Let's assume also that Kunigada is in fact still quite strong. Right, so de jure ducal claims. No. Also, no. Right, so... So how many troops do I think I've got? 1,500. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Probably also nope. Do I have a truce with you? No, but I only have those claims. You are scarier looking than you seem. How about you? Right, you on the other hand look like a plausible candidate. So, let's just double check. That all looks a bit squonked. You've not got any great things, right? I think I'm going to try a subjugation war on you. Let's turn down time. Call in our allies to war. Everyone of whom seems to have 0 troops for some reason. Right, fine. Army levies. Vassals. Yoink. Yoink. Right, well... let's do that. Turn that down. Okay. Oh yes, I should remember that calling people... Oh no. Do I lose prestige or whatever by calling allies to war if I'm a tribal leader?
Don't think so.
It doesn't look like I have, so hooray, that's progress.
Like the usual with alliances, you lose a small amount of opinion from anyone you call up. I don't think even that applies in the tribal case, but I'm not sure.
Can't reorganise my units. Can I? Right. Okay, you are going to be that. You are going to get you. You are. Right, I'm going to select you, and you're all going to come over here to play. Right, okay, can we do it that way? Or is there always going to be a river crossing penalty? Who's coming to fight with us? No, okay. Right, okay, there's not a lot you can do about the river crossing penalty because they're sitting in the middle of a river. On the other hand, we've got better everything, so hooray. Right. I'd better chase down the enemy commander because even though that's a terrible idea. Right, I get 50 prestige and all my scores go up by N points. Wow, hooray. Go us. Okay. Now we sit down for a little light besieging. Let's unpause because sieges go even more slowly when you don't have anyone to besiege. I mean, frankly, this guy is very good.
Level 1.4.
Yeah. I mean, be fair here, right? You know, my fort level...
Quite early.
It's quite early. We're in the pagan territory, and this means everybody has, you know, basically wooden huts on the River Dnieper kind of thing.
Yes, rather than like my...
rather than fuck off.
fortresses with fort level 8.5 or 9.5.
Yes, we have not yet discovered the technology that allows us to build the Crack de Chevalier, especially not on the Baltic coast. Look, by the time you get back to Lithuania, I'll have won this war, people. It's taking a little while. They've got quite a lot of people inside. Right, okay, it is time. It is time. Release the peace otter. Yoink. And disband everybody. Thanks, everybody. Nice war. See you again soon. Right, you now really hate me because I've just taken your everything. You still don't
you get a
like
plus
me.
40 for subjugated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about 6 years to time out the 7 years to time out the you called me into this war, you bastard. Court physician.
Right, okay, so you get an opinion penalty for that.
No, I don't care enough about my court physician. You need to care a bit about the opinion of your court physician, because there is the small problem that they can poison you. Right, anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to go and look at all the people that are in prison and go, would you like to... right, thank you. Thank you. Right, well that's improved the educational... Right, you're my son. You're sadly indolent. You need a focus. Right, well, Marshall looks good. You need a something. Right, let's marry you to someone of Iona, because I might be able to persuade them that they want to do a thing. Right, so here we are. Oh, I can build a new holding. I can't build a new holding. I don't even have slightly enough money. Right, what I can do, however, is
Know when to holding and know when to folding.
improve my fort level, which, you know, will be handy next time someone tries to sit down outside it and poke a hole in it. Excellent. Ooh, Gatheriki will form an alliance. That's nice. You... Yeah, it's probably not worth trying to get you happy. Right, that's... Okay. So... Right, you, who are you? Who's your liege? You're scary. Right, well... You're fairly scary. What about you? You're now less scary than you were looking, so let's look at that. What claims have I got against you? I can get a de jure claim on Lithuania, or subjugation, which will get me the whole lot. Well, I think it's probably time to declare a subjugation war. Invite all my friends along. Call all my tribal vassals up. Raise my personal levies. walk into that county, because I think that will give me better results, because then I don't have a river crossing to start off with, which, you know, will be nice. Oh good, that's nice. Well, 2 out of 3 allies is reasonable. That's looking quite good. So all my tribal vassals are being utterly wet and a weed. Why are you in charge of my left flank? I could be let's put it in there. Right. Oh, look. You're also meant to be marching into the thing that way. Go over there. Okay, I'm not sure I understand some of these things. Let's sit down and besiege this tribe. It looks like a tribe to me. Sieges are still well done. Some of you have managed to come and help. That might make the siege a bit less long and boring. What are the limits around here? Oh, right. The supply limits are not the problem. The problem is actually having any troops at all that are there to say anything.
Oh, yes, that's a fairly generous supply limit, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? I've got quite a large, generous supply of allies coming to see me, but eventually. Mind you, it's taking a while to besiege this place. Why are 525 of you just sitting there in Lithuania?
Because they're allies.
Well, yes, I mean...
Why did the Empire of Outremer often have 20,000 troops just standing around in Acre? Where they could be doing something useful.
Yeah, well...
Sometimes the non-player character's behaviour is a bit confusing.
It's not necessarily the most helpful, useful AI. Hooray, we want to siege. Right. Chiswick. Next, whatever it is. They found their army. At least they found some of their army. Right, we are sitting down. We are in a siege. I would say it won't take very long.
Yes, it's all the way up there.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably going to have to unpause, because pausing does not make for siege happiness. I mean, the siege can't go badly, but the siege also can't go well. Or indeed, at all.
Unfortunately, the enemy army has got itself into a fight.
Yeah, well, you know, if it makes it easier to go and squonk them.
They're not losing very many, sadly.
No, but, you know, I've got like 9,000 people here, so...
Oh, you've pulled some out for hiding hole. Excellent.
It's true, it hasn't actually got me any more war score, though. Sadly. Oh, look, it's 100% war score. I've got total occupation.
The enemy army hasn't even arrived in their own territory.
Hello. Right, well... Bye-bye, army. I'm threatening! Well... yeah, but now I'm going to stop being threatening for a bit. And
So how close are you to being able to create the Kingdom of Lithuania then?
so I think the thing that stops me at the moment is I don't have enough cash. And I don't also, while I can do the war thing, it's probably better for me not to form the kingdom until I run up to my limits there. Right, let's go for lose a very small amount of gold in order to improve technology. Right, so I was going to spend some piety on to get myself some camouflaged outposts. Right. So, vassal.
That feels like a very StarCraft kind of upgrade.
It
Equip my
feels...
tribe with camouflaged outposts.
Yes.
Right.
Kind of, yeah.
Zerg got those between StarCraft 1 and 2.
Hmm?
Zerg got those between StarCraft 1 and 2. The
Right.
creep colonies are replaced by something that's default cloaked.
Right, okay, yes.
So...
Kind of feels like the heart, whatever, toughened carapaces and things like that, grooved spines.
Right, so someone's shouting at me. That's more successful. That's against envious and shy, which you are not. Ambitious and proud. Kind or temperate. You are kind. Right, let's go for that. My opponent has clearly lost the fleeting. Fleeting. I get more renown, but I piss her off more. And since her husband doesn't like me, let's go for trying to be a gallant winner while I wait for my threat to decay a bit. My diviner tells me that, right, I've got a new lot of zealots at the tribe. And now I just need to attack some suitable infidel before my new recruits wander off in disgust. Okay. Right. Where's the religion?
You've only got 500 of them, though.
Yeah, I know, but, I do have, entire armies of my very own. Right, so basically... let's take back to realm view. So, Sakala. You're a bit scary. Turov. Slightly scary. Can't declare war on you, you're too far away. What about you? So, no. Nope. You are right out. Kiev, as scary as it looks. Kiev is in fact less scary than it looks. But. What about you? Nope. No. What about this down here? So I'm trying to go for conquest. Gatheriki is. Surely I haven't looked at you. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Can't declare war on you. I'm assuming Hungary's very scary. Actually, Hungary is not very scary, so if only I had a reason to declare war on them.
Wiki says that zealot event troops must be used in a religious war or be explicitly disbanded within a year.
Right.
Ish.
So, conquest doesn't count?
Have a look. Probably not, but... I mean, it is a pagan casus belli, specifically.
Yeah.
But, it is filed under religious casus belli in the wiki page, like the same category that has holy war under it, which would obviously qualify.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is conquest of a single county. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure whether it qualifies, but it's definitely plausible that it might, given how it's classified. It also might not, but like.
Okay.
The page on piety says, if zealot troops are raised and you are not fighting a holy war, dismiss them within a year. So that would suggest only holy wars, but the other one says, but the council page, which has build zeal on it, says raise zealot event troops 3 stacks, each 7.5% of realm levies, minimum of 100, maximum 300. 3,000 if not used in a religious war within 1 year, plus or minus 3 months. Don't quite know what plus or minus 3 months is doing there. Or explicitly disbanded, they will leave costing piety. Annoyingly, neither of them tells me how much piety.
I've managed to cobble together enough people to get another flank. Right, you are going to go over there. You are going to go over there. Time is going to go down. I should remember to stop at some point because I need to get up very early in the morning. I do have to. I've stopped being proud, but I'm not currently going to call in allies other than... I only had a stabbing myself in the eye incident. It was perfectly normal.
Could have
Okay, you've found some more people, but then so have I. You've called some more people in. Let's go with you. Well, state. Ah! Stop scrolling like that. Right, well...
You've added a pile of troops to an already lost battle there.
Well, it's traditional. It's what happens. It is the Bishop of Southwark. I was going to worry because I found a lot more people who have joined their war, but a lot more people have joined my war. So I just have the small problem that they're almost certainly all in the wrong place with this stoat.
Well, it looks like some of your army's fleeing towards your allies.
It's true. So you lot. Going back over there.
Ray, I was just about to say, remember that you can zoom in, and then you did, which means you had.
Yep. So. Let's Right, are you going to do something? Oh, good grief, I've got a... You're my son, you're betrothed. Good, right now you need an education focus. Right, everything you're saying, go forth and be a pointy-sticked stoat. Well, nearly everything. Right, okay, let's sit there, because if I take everyone into the next county, then we'll all starve to death. Right, so they're happily besieging there. Hang on, let's go back to the sensible view. Okay, that's better. Right, what are you doing? Where are you going? Hello. seen another of my children.
Now, Verity currently has a friend in Minsk.
It's true.
They just besieged it.
It's true, it's true. Right, okay. So where are you going? You're going to
So when you
Minsk.
select a focus, does that mean you don't need to select a Guardian as well?
You do also need to, or can select Guardians. I usually try and do this, but I'm still so close to the start of time in the game, and that I might not have done it for everyone that was sort of involved. Right.
I hope all your allies are coming with you on that part.
Yeah, it looks
Right.
they have. So, right, you
Behind
are
me, aren't I?
6.
Dropping out of live.
I don't know. So, having dealt with the small matter of small children, right, that's good. I'll have to go back and squash that lot who are busy. Aha! Right, void check. Who are you? Right. Alright. No, I'm not going to sacrifice you in battle because I wish to contemplate ransoming you at a later date.
Are these guys your acquaintances that you're offering merely because you've already captured them and thus met them?
Yeah. Like, you've been paraded before me. Hello, I've met you. However, you're now god fodder. It was nice knowing you, etc.
See you as people I've sacrificed.
Yep. I've come to see you as a bloody smear on the sacrifice stone. Relax and enjoy yourself. Actually, you know what, let's start off over there because I think that's going to be a bit more important. Come on, get over there, squash that lot, re-besiege Minsk because I kind of need it besieged. Thank you. Didn't quite get that. Right, let's assault the holding because that will save time. Right, where are you going? Where's Grodno? You're going over there. Well, in that case, I'm going over there because that's useful. Come on.
It's a vision at some point this week.
I am losing money rather fast. Okay, let's send you back to Minsk.
I have had wars in the past where basically the only way I've managed to stay ahead in terms of money was by besieging things so I could loot them.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I was besieging back somewhere of my own, so that's not nearly so useful. Oh, I can rank up in my society. Request position to rank up. Go on, let's do that.
Rank up from in Tetris World.
Right, 100%.
What was rank up from at Tetris World?
Right, enforce demands. Thank you, thank you. Disband the everyone. Disband the actually everybody. Right, now go and have a look at the pact situation. Oh look, I have a bunch of people who don't like me very much.
Almost working.
What the state's it doing?
This is how you expand one layer of act time into the next. I don't have a convenient way to get back to the beginning.
Not you.
It's now playing it backwards, which is
What
marvellous.
does a layer mean?
So all of these aperiodic tilings have a system where each tile can be converted into a large number of smaller tiles, producing another instance of the same tiling.
Like I said, just sort of zooming it out in for a second.
Sort of, only slightly more complicated. And you can kind of you can prove that every valid tiling in the whole plane must have been generated by this process, which is how you prove it's aperiodic.
I'm a now
This is illustrating the
posh
process
warrior.
where the reflected ones
Right, you
and the
accept the
null ones have
guardianship.
different properties that each first they
And you'll form
sort
an
of explode
alliance
out
with
from
me,
each other
awesome.
to get to particular positions, and then they all flip over, and every original normal tile turns into a weird reflected one, and every weird one turns into an anti-tile.
I'm
which you're going to see being
that my
cancelled out by
suggestion of
another
just sending
one.
all your children off in order to get alliances seems to be
Why
working.
aren't the red
It's
ones
true.
the normal green ones?
Right,
Because
so
they're anti, they are
Any-
of negative sense. You're going to see that demonstrated in a moment, because each of these now grows a patch around it of neighbours in a standard.
right.
I didn't see what the red one did.
So
So in this,
you're my ally.
they
Let's
extrude the
lose
first
100
layer,
prestige rather
and
than
now they all extrude their second
piss off my
layer,
ally.
but a few of them land on these anti things, and they mutually annihilate.
That's weird.
And that's a good job too,
Money.
because one of the other ones extrudes a neighbour into the same slot
It's me.
that would otherwise have overlapped.
What holdings have I got?
And is the final picture different from the very first
Is
picture?
there anything that I
Um,
can
The final picture that this is about
do
to leave is the first
to
picture, because I've designed this animation to loop.
Right.
So I haven't actually put it into a video file yet, it's still
Right.
100 pungs.
Really good.
Right, let's spend some piety in order to get more stuff. What am I... Vilnius, what can I do in Vilnius? Yeah, let's spend some more piety since I just got a whole lot of it. You are a thing. You need your education focus. Right, you're going to try and be diplomatic. So,
The advantage of watching this through the stream is that I can skip back and find out how you got piety. No, it wasn't actually mostly from that war.
I have no idea how I got the piety.
I think you're just getting quite a lot of monthly piety at the moment, but I could be wrong.
Right, so currently you are my son. You're pissed off because you're not on the council. That's because you're kind of useless. I mean, I could maybe plot to kill you, but... No, I'm not going to go to war with Kiev. That seems like a stupid idea.
The name may be in big letters, but that's partly just because it's quite short.
It's true, but they also have a lot of people. Right. Important warriors. Arm wrestling rat. Right, let's just have a quick look. My personal wombat skill is insignificant. You're scary. Ah, no. Well, you're my marshal. Let's do this. He wins. Let's challenge him to a duel. I might actually win. No, okay. My son remains outside the fold. Right, yes. Let him become a whatever it is that I am. A member of some incomprehensible warrior society.
And refused your challenge with effects that I didn't quite see fast enough.
Very little, I think.
Very basically, yeah. Basically, I just called him pathetic. So, patience is something that comes when then you need some guidance. I could become patient. What does patient get me? Lots of nice stuff. Right, let's... let's go for the losing 15 thing and Roth, because that's actually the least worst thing that can happen to me. Right, so you are... invite plot to kill this guy who's heir to something that I don't care about. Nah, don't care. You are my daughter. Right, let's arrange a betrothal with...
Right, sorry, just looking hard at the childhood focus. The child lacks a childhood focus symbol, which appears to be a child chasing a butterfly. Oh, cute.
Right, no, hang on. What I want to do is find someone I'd like a pact with. Doesn't like me that much at the moment. Oh, hang on, that's not what I want. Oh, right, he's too young, I can't. You're not very happy with me, let's... Right, so... Galdi thingy, you. Right, okay. Anyway, back to our childhood focus, then. Let's try and make her... thrifty and cheer up one of my allies. Woohoo, we've built some palisades and a ditch. My wife, let's not be silly. The conversion of Gaelic. The tribes of Gaelic have been converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the King of Hungary have performed a great ritual during which they have converted the entire population of Gaelic, alongside High Chief Yelisi and many of his vassals. With this act, the people of Gaelic have once and for all forsaken the old faith. Right, so the Karaite faith triumphant. The adherents of the Abadi faith have steadily dwindled, to the point where the Karaite believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has released the Abadi faith to a de facto heresy. All former Abadi holy orders are now Karaite. The bickering of fools does not concern me. Yes, that's perfectly true, because I don't know who you are. Anyway, right, where's Gaelic, anyway?
Who might actually be relevant to you.
Yeah. Well, you've got, like, 2 people, and since you stopped... You're tribal, but now you're Catholic, that's... sadly,
Slightly a bit far away.
Too far away for me to do anything useful.
Because, well, I mean, they are, I suppose, right next to Hungary. Well, Magyar.
Yeah.
Not sure. Oh, is Hungary that salmon-coloured bit to the west of them, maybe?
I don't think Hungary exists. Oh no, hang on, there's Magyar.
Wasn't the priest sent by the King of Hungary?
That's a good question. Oh, there's Hungary. Yeah, there's Hungary.
Right. Yes, which does include all that salmon bit just to the west of Galley.
Yeah. So
I have the advantage that I can easily rewind time, and the disadvantage that I can't scroll and zoom the map to see what's going on.
what do I don't have any money. I should not go to war for a bit because I need to recoup my cash flow is a stoat.
It may be that money really isn't.
Yeah, but you do still have the problem that people get a bit pissed off when you go into debt.
Yes.
So, basically, I want to be sort of over about 50 money in order to go to war, because otherwise a prolonged war risks getting negative money, and that's very unimpressive, and all your vassals are like, nah, who's this dude with no money? Vitellius has been going around Vilnius for a few days now, praising me as one of the wisest rulers Lithuania has seen in decades. That's because Lithuania doesn't exist yet. Knowing that one of the oldest, most esteemed people in the realm supports me so openly has undoubtedly increased my standing amongst all our vassals. Right, well, hooray, prestige. Betrothed can marry. Right, yes. Unlanded sons. Hello, you. Grant you a landed title. Well, you get to be Chief of Minsk. What does that get me? That's Minsk. Where's Kaunas? Where's Kaunas? Can I do anything useful there? No, because I can't afford the money to upgrade the thing that will get me more money. Sweet. Right, well, in that case, let's go back to not Minsk, investing in my capital. Let's take a small hit on prestige. Well, a moderate hit on prestige.
I think.
Oh, you don't want to marry. That's a
As a tribal person,
pity.
you don't. Your prestige is something you spend, rather than something you accumulate, as is the way it is for a feudal person.
So Baltic holds. I lose renown and get a wooden hill fort in Kaunas. Okay. Right, well, that was a thing.
Renown's a thing you get in your warrior lodge. Is that right?
Oh, I think so. Oh, I can pick a patron deity. There are many deities whom you can choose to follow, the supreme real ruler, our father Dievas, or his ambitious brother Velnias, god of the underworld. For luck and war, pray to Perkunas, god of thunder. Zemnia, the earth goddess, blesses her faithful with fertility and good harvest. But I definitely don't need more fertility. I'm definitely overabundantly blessed with fertility, says the stoat with I don't know how many children, but it's quite a lot now.
They're very useful. You can buy
Up to a point. I mean, they don't always.
If not the god of fertility, then probably the god of fatality.
I mean, I do have to say that I can't work out if this kind of mapping onto semi-Christian, semi-Roman things is the fault of historians in the 19th century, the makers of CK2, or in fact they were in fact gods like this. Right, anyway, let's carry on following Perkunas, the god of thunder.
Not to blame the whole thing on Snorri.
Well, that would be the case if this were Norse myth,
Right.
Hold on,
Norse paganism, but since I'm remover.
Hang on. I hadn't realised this is a game in which, just like Crawl, halfway through the game you get to choose which one your god is.
Well, I can also swap. I've been following Perkunas for a little bit, so I could, swap, but it's worth checking.
At least these gods are mostly spellable.
Well, you say that. I could become friends with my courtier, or I could get piety, and I think piety is more... Chiswick, I need a fresh diviner. Chiswick. I need to hire a fresh diviner. My religion. Join court. Yes. Hang on, I need to refresh because I'm pretty sure that that's...
No diviner. Hi, Captain Dinosaur.
You do not need to give me earworms. This is not going to help. Right. My religion. Join court. Yes. Oh gosh, you're very elder. Or you get 9 religious whatnots, which is... Okay, 9 is at least an improvement. I will go...
I often resorted to looking for everyone in diplomatic range, every male non-ruler in diplomatic range to spot the ones I could bribe, but you've only got 50 money, so maybe you don't want to do that.
I'll just...
Sadly, you can't bribe people by sending them piety.
Yeah, well...
Prestige, which, since you just said that's the thing to spend.
Yeah, well, yes, but piety is thus has fewer things you can buy with it. Like, and Verity's character has almost as much piety as they have prestige.
I see it. It's basically a spare resource, so might as well spend it if you can, but unfortunately you can't.
And there are some buildings that can be built with piety.
Done a little bit of minor title bribery. Oh, good grief, who are you? Right, let's try and betroth you. Okay, so let's actually cancel that search and start again because... Oh no, okay, that doesn't reset the things. I'd like you to... Let's go back to sorting roughly by age. Right, let's try that. Assign Guardian. Actually, sorry, what I want is... Okay, you're all still 12. Let's... Right. Childhood focus. You... Let's try and make you conscientious. You sent some raiders. Wow, okay, that was a thing. I think... Yep. Not quite sure why that was quite such a sturdy battle. I think they may actually have had some flanks.
It was hard to tell because we were running it at maximum speed, so we didn't
I
get to
didn't
see
mean
anything
to.
happening.
I'd forgotten that you needed to pause or unpause. Right. Betrothed can marry. You can marry. Message about arranged marriage. Right, yes, you can in fact marry. Unlanded, so you're unlanded. Right, can I grant you a landed title? Let's not at this point. Let us... Right, let's dismiss you. Let's wait for my levies to recover a bit, because that was a bit of a squonking.
Sponk.
Right, you can get married. Chiswick, Fresh Court, Physician. Right, you will do. Right. Okay. You're still trying to raid, but Baltic holds action is available. Let's do that. Right, anyway, so somewhere, right, we have you. Let's
All manner of things shall be snails.
I'm sure the three of us can sit here and burble on Friday evening and watch Tomb Raider and Dr. Jacob or something.
Seems very likely.
Yes.
let's improve that as well. That will probably help a fair amount. Oh, and it's 11 o'clock, then it's probably a good time for me to save and stoat. If only I could find the menu. Right, good night. Stream very shortly as soon as I can find